Welcome back to the Lore Loom, where we turn powerful books into simple stories you'll actually remember. If you're new here, hit subscribe. We share a new story every day. Today's story is about a young baker who created the most wonderful new recipes, bringing crowds to his family's shop. But all his success seemed to make his uncle furious. And what happened next changed everything. Leo loved the smell of flour and sugar. His family's bakery, Arthur's Needs, had been around for 50 years. His uncle, Arthur, an older man with kind eyes and flour always dusting his apron, was a master of classic breads and pastries. But Leo, a young baker with short dark hair and a bright smile, dreamed of new things. He wanted to invent exciting cakes and colorful tarts that would make the bakery famous again. Leo worked hard, learning all the old recipes, but in his spare time, he created his own. He made mango lime tarts with a crunchy crust and chocolate croissants filled with raspberry cream. Customers loved them. They started coming in just for Leo's specials. Uncle Arthur watched, a small smile on his face, but his eyes sometimes looked a little distant. One day, a big local newspaper announced a Best New Baker contest. Leo saw it, and his heart pounded with excitement. He spent weeks perfecting his most amazing creation, a lavender honey cake with candied violets. He didn't tell Uncle Arthur about the contest. He wanted to surprise him. The day of the contest arrived, and Leo won first prize. The judges raved about his unique flavors. A huge article appeared in the newspaper the next day, with a big picture of Leo and his winning cake. Everyone talked about the genius baker from Arthur's Needs, meaning Leo. That morning, Leo arrived at the bakery feeling on top of the world. He expected a hug, a high five, maybe even a special apron. Instead, Uncle Arthur was standing behind the counter, looking at the newspaper with a very stiff face. "You entered a contest?" Arthur asked, his voice flat. Leo tried to explain. "I wanted to make us proud, Uncle. To get new customers." "Proud," Arthur said, putting the newspaper down a little too hard. "This bakery is called Arthur's Needs, not Leo's." He told Leo that customers were asking if he was retiring or if Leo was taking over. Arthur said he felt like his own 50 years of hard work, his reputation, had been swept away overnight. Leo's stomach dropped. He had just wanted to help, to make the bakery better. But now, his uncle was barely speaking to him. The joy of winning felt like ashes. A few weeks passed. Customers still came for Leo's specials, but the atmosphere in the bakery was heavy. Uncle Arthur started spending more time in the back office, leaving Leo to handle the front. Leo felt lost. He went to talk to Mrs. Gable, a kind old lady who used to bake with his grandmother. Mrs. Gable listened to his story, nodding slowly. "Leo," she said, "your uncle's name is the foundation of this bakery. People trust that name. They know what to expect when they walk in the door." She explained that a reputation is like a precious treasure. It takes years to build, but it can be damaged in a moment. "Your talent is bright, Leo," Mrs. Gable continued. "But you can't just shine on your own and make others feel small. You have to make your uncle's reputation shine even brighter, and then your own will naturally grow with it." She told him that people like to feel important, especially those who have built something with their own hands. Leo thought about this all night. He realized he had been so focused on his own success that he had forgotten to respect the legacy his uncle had created. The next morning, Leo walked into the bakery with a plan. He went straight to his uncle. "Uncle Arthur," he said, "I'm so sorry. I messed up. This bakery is your life's work. It's Arthur's Needs, and I want to help make that name the best it can be." Leo suggested a new display called Arthur's Classics Corner, featuring all of his uncle's beloved traditional recipes. He also suggested that for his own new recipes, they call them Arthur's Modern Twists, showing they were inspired by the bakery's history. And, Leo added, "I want to learn from you more. Teach me everything about your sourdough starter." Uncle Arthur looked at Leo, really looked at him, and a slow smile spread across his face. "My sourdough starter?" he chuckled. "That's a secret, you know." But he began to share his knowledge, and Leo listened, truly listened, with genuine respect. Soon, the bakery was humming again, but with a new energy. Customers loved Arthur's Classics Corner and were excited to try Arthur's Modern Twists. Uncle Arthur started telling everyone about his brilliant nephew, Leo, and how he was bringing new life to the bakery. Leo's reputation grew even stronger, but now it was tied to the beloved name of Arthur's needs, making both of them shine. Here's the cool part. This whole story comes from a famous book called The 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. It's inspired by Law 5. So much depends on reputation. Guard it with your life. The idea that your reputation is your most valuable asset, and you must protect it fiercely, and even use it to strengthen others and yourself. Our character is made up, but the lesson is very real. If you like this, the book goes even deeper. Link below. So what did this story teach us? First, your reputation is incredibly powerful. Remember how Leo's contest win, while brilliant, accidentally made his uncle feel small and threatened the bakery's established name? Second, you can build your own reputation by connecting it to something already strong and respected. Leo didn't need to replace Arthur's needs. He needed to become part of its story. Third, a good reputation isn't just about what you do, but how you make others feel. When Leo showed respect and valued his uncle's legacy, everything changed for the better. What would you have done if you were Leo, trying to make your mark without upsetting someone you cared about? Books can be long, and most of us don't have the time to read every single one. That's why we bring these powerful ideas to life, turning them into simple, unforgettable stories that stick with you. If you enjoyed Leo's journey and want more stories like this, make sure to subscribe and ring that notification bell. Let us know in the comments below which part of Leo's story resonated with you the most. Maybe his big win, or his quiet moment with Mrs. Gable. See you in the next story.